Hi, I'm Popsy Pops, and this is part 2 of traveling abroad, or next episode. We're gonna be speaking about what happened next when I knew I got accepted to travel abroad for 6 months. It all happened so fast that I didn't have time to think about this. I remember I had a lot, and I mean a lot of books of Christian books, it was leadership and all other stuff, and I had to sell this because literally I wasn't gonna use it, so I figured out a way. I had to sell this. I had some other stuff in my other room which I was needing to get rid of. For example, I have skate, it was stoves, and it was all kind of things. So I started putting this in OLX. So you know that place where you put all items and you just sell them. Yeah, that was it. The next part, we had to travel, and I mean we because it was my mom and my brother. So we traveled to Panama City to get 2 backpacks that I was gonna need, and in this time it was wheel backpack and another one, and we had to make some of I had to buy some clothes because it was gonna be winter time. So that was happening. The next thing we had to do also, it was I got to get in the paperwork of the visa that I was gonna be needing to travel and enter Portugal. So I did that as well, and it was about it. But let me back it up a little bit. In the time, I can say I was not, remember I was speaking about, we are not always prepared for things in certain way, emotionally, physical, financial, and maybe there's other area that we need to be prepared when we have these challenges of changing life stages. For me, it was a very lifetime that I cannot forget, because it changed so many things. And as I was saying, now I can speak Portuguese, which I didn't know this language. I have never heard it before in my country, So it was I was very curious. So I started seeing these movies. I remember I saw it was a saga. It was You Are Not In My Body 1, 2, and 3, and Getting Rich 1, 2, and 3, and I was only seeing these Portuguese movies to try to understand the pronunciation, the words, and etc. So that was a low budget language auto teaching, auto knowledge, okay? Don't judge me about that. So I was saying I sold part of my books, and I made $200, from my that's my cell phone almost dying. Well, not my cell phone, my tablet, okay? By the way, as I was saying, I sell some of my books and some of my stuff. I give away some clothes, and I sell a lot of things because I wasn't gonna need it. So I received also from my aunt. She gave me an amount of money, and I was never expecting that. So I was oh, okay. I was really grateful. I was really thankful. I knew my family were very supportive. I don't know, I'm getting kind of sick. Okay, my family, they were very supportive. The part from my aunts, my cousins, yeah, some of them, they were they didn't speak to me or something, but I know they were okay. Some of them, they were not believing this. So I myself was not believing this, but I was living it. So I received a lot of counseling, and I appreciate all the persons that reached out to me and started making me aware of some of all kind of areas that I had to really open my eyes for this travel. So thank you so much. And truth is, the day was coming, and the plane ticket had arrived, so I received it. And I was kind of nervous because I had never traveled so long. It was 10 hours of flight to get to Panama to Spain, and then 2 hours to get to the other port, Spain to Portugal, and then 2 hours in bus. So we did this. What is else to say? I remember when I get down from the airplane in Spain. I was like, where am I supposed to go now? And I was with another girl also that was traveling from Panama to this interchange. And we were like, I don't know what we're gonna do. And she said, don't worry, we just have to follow everyone. And it was very funny because we were like, so where do we have to go? And we were like, don't worry, just follow everyone. So there was like a crowd, a huge crowd, and we were like going in the back of them to make our papers of the visa valid. So they had to stamp it in Spain, and then that was it. After that, it was very funny because we reached into Portugal, huge airport, and I was like lost. And you know, Panamanians, we had to make a line to get to get a taxi, and there was like 60 persons before us, and we thought like, hey, we don't need to make this line, we're just gonna cross over the street and like say, taxi, hey, please take us. But you know, this is the part of the cultural aspect I was speaking about. So it was not like that. In many ways, you had to follow rules, you had to follow, it's not that in my country, in Panama, we don't follow rules. It's not that. It's that we went into a point that all was like, how can I say it? It is more developed, and people have like the cultural aspect, like it's your turn for this, it's time for this, this space is for this, you know. They have like that awareness. And maybe in our country, Central America, is just like there's no culture at all. There's like people that practice some values, but it's not like pushing it. It's not pushing, you know. So it has to be the entire society. So it didn't went right. What else did we? So we have to wait. We have to wait. Those 15 persons. We make the line, and after our taxi, we got to our taxi. We got the wrong destination, so because there were two lines to take. We could go by train or by bus, but where we had to go was not where we went. I mean, we had a confusion, so we have to take that same taxi and tell him to carry us to the next to the next place. So we were there waiting for the bus to go to this place called Lydia. So we were all excited. It was like 10 of the night, so we're gonna be reaching like 1 a.m. and we didn't know what to do because my cell phone like died, and it was only her cell phone working. So I think she was like sending messages because there was another Panamanian here in Lydia waiting for us, and we were like, okay, they were gonna be waiting for us. So we did that. She was speaking to this other guy. So when we came here, I have to thank the international department of the university at EPL because they receive us very well, and the person in charge, I can really thank her a lot because she helped me personally to like get the vibe of this interchange, and she was a very outgoing person, and I really like her a lot, and it was very fun to be around her. So she received me and received another girl from Nicaragua, and this the other girl that was traveling with me, she went with the Panamanian that was there waiting for her. So the next day I went, settled my things where I was gonna be staying, and the next day it was Saturday, so I first got like a vivid view of the place where I was staying. And Sunday, it was Sunday I think, yeah, we went to this old beach and other beaches that other places that are very special here in Lydia. So it was like a great cool experience, and I will never regret it. I know God planned just make me pass through it, even though it was not like easy way out, because I had to decide like staying home at Panama, because it was really, if you have seen my other videos, this trip was 4 months after my father had passed away. So that was like a crucial decision, like should I stay or should I go? and I know God encouraged me, so I did go, and here I am sharing this with you, and it's been a great time. I have grown a lot as a person. Maybe I learned a lot of things about myself also, and it was very enriching moments that I should say that this interchange was worth it. And I encourage you, if you have any plans of traveling abroad for study purposes or interchange, or is it a bachelor degree, a master, or just a course that you have the opportunity to do this, do it, because you're gonna have a lot of personal growth. You're gonna learn from others, and you're also gonna be part of other lives changing. So do it, because you're gonna like it. You're gonna feel different. I just encourage you to go and try it out. So this was the little story that I was needing to share with you. So stay here for the next episode, and Popsy Pops, see you very soon.